hearing gunfire down there, Fisher. Everything all right?
It's coming from up ahead, but Lambert, when I think gorilla, I think Kalashnikov.
What do you mean?
I've had enough AKs fired at me in my time to tell you that wasn't one.
All right. See if there's anything unusual going on with their equipment, and keep us posted.
Look, there's some kind of old bridge
I think you're right about the equipment, Sam.
Yeah? They got themselves a little stockpile of high-tech kit here.
The SSCC code is lot 1 of 5. See if you can find the other 4.
I'll do my best.
Don't you think he's had enough?
He's had enough when he can't talk.
Talking? Madre de Dios, he hasn't been able to speak for an hour.
He could be faking it.
Jesus!
See, I bet he's faking it.
Faking it? His tongue is a lump of coal. His brain is...
Enough! Saul, give him more. It's already at the maximum. What? Should I bring down another battery? What do you say, amigo? You want another battery? Wait a minute. His ears! Look! Smoke!
I think I'm going to be ill.
I think he's dead. Only one way to be sure. I'm going for a walk.
It doesn't sound too good down there, Fisher.
The sound isn't the problem. You should smell it.
You're sure he's dead?
Deader than Elvis.
All right. Leave the body. We still need to recover any traces of the interrogation. Grim will call you back.
Sam, it's Grim. We need to make sure that whatever Morgenholt might have told them about Mass's algorithms never leaves this site.
Okay.
I detected a wireless link coming from the technician who left the room before you entered.
So I'll need to recover any data he might have uploaded to their servers.
Exactly.
From the looks of it, these gorillas have a pretty temporary setup. Seems unlikely they have any kind of alarm system on location.
Good. Next.
That's 4 of the 5 crates, Sam. Keep your eyes peeled for the last one.
What's that down there?
Did they both get away okay?
See, they've been gone for a while.
How many men went with them?
The third of went. It took 4 others.
That server is the one that the tech transferred the interrogation record to. You'll need to access it. Good work, Sam. That wiped whatever information Morgenholt might have given them.
Won't they wonder what happened to it?
It was easy enough to make your little intrusion look like a memory allocation error. Don't worry, we give you the best tools.
You look troubled.
Good work, Fisher. We can analyze the intelligence you gathered from those crates. We can make a lot of people's jobs a whole lot safer.
How come no one ever does things to make my job safer?
If you want me to hire some more analysts to interpret information for you,
Second thought. The danger's not so bad.
Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. Come in. Evening Star to Maria Narcisa. Come in.
Maria Narcisa here. Go ahead, Evening Star.
Cargo received, Maria Narcisa.
Maria Narcissa.
South.
You're not trying to set me up on another blind date, I hope.
The Maria Narcissa is a boat.
So was the last girl you set me up with.
Fisher.
Sorry.
The Maria Narcissa is a cargo ship owned and operated by Celestina Inc., Portuguese shipping company. Registered in the Philippines, cross-Pacific freight contracts. Lots of details missing.
Sounds suspicious.
Sounds like I'm setting you up for another date after all.
Can't wait to meet her.
Fisher, your primary objectives are complete. Extract you whenever you're ready. You'll need to signal for a helicopter pickup to the top of the lighthouse. Make sure the light is out first. Sam, from everything we're seeing here, it looks like Lacerda's already flown the coop. Scratch the objective. You don't need to worry about taking him out. Fisher, we just pulled up Celestinia's last dry dock report for the Maria Narcissa. They have a newly installed central alarm system.
Don't tell me. 3 alarms and the mission is over?
Of course not. This is no video game, Fisher. But you don't want the whole place alerted to your presence. Keep it under control.
Ah, shit. I bet I have to take this. Shit, what's going on? Should we do that?
Fisher, it looks like Lacerda is spreading around his newfound wealth, paying off debts with some of the arms that were delivered to him.
You want me to scan any more weapons crates?
Better idea. Plant tracking devices on them, and we can see who they end up getting delivered to.
Okay.
Good job, Sam. That's the first crate. Keep your eyes peeled for any more.
All right.
Fisher, we just intercepted a radio call from the Maria Narcissa. She's reporting a hull leak and asking for an escort.
The ship is sinking.
No, but apparently several compartments are flooded. You'll need to activate the bilge in the forward machine room to access all the cargo holds.
What was that?
There should be a large pump in here that you can use to drain the forward cargo hold.
I'll find it.
You gonna start that pump there or what?
I don't know how this stupid thing works.
Captain Diego says hurry up or we'll sink.
Well, if I do it wrong, we might sink faster.
Then don't do it wrong.
I saw something down there.
To say.
Good job. That'll drain the flooded compartments. Now you can search for the bill of lading attached to Lacerda's shipments.
All right.
I'm betting that Lacerda's shipping container is somewhere in this compartment. The bill of lading should be mounted on the side.
I'll have a look around.
Good work, Sam. It looks like whoever delivered these arms to Lacerda was operating through a proxy.
Who?
Mercantil Costa Fuerza Seguridad de Panama.
Offshore bankers?
Yeah, the cigar-chomping kind.
Great. I love bureaucrats.
You still need to recover the transit ledger so we can figure out who else Lacerda is dealing with. Try the ship's office. They should have that information.
Ay. Have you had a look around this boat?
Yeah,
Tell me you found the library.
somewhere on the top deck, on the side, and there's a powered launch.
Sensors in your suit are detecting a lot of fumes down there.
Yeah, I can smell it. Some kind of gas leak.
Could be enough to be a serious explosive hazard. We can't have any firing in the engine room.
Wonderful.
And don't expect the enemy to be smart enough to realize that. They might still open fire on you if they see you.
I get the message. I'll be discreet.
No, I thought it was you. But yes, it smells like, I'm not sure, like gas fumes. Smells like blood. Yeah, smells like gas fumes from a side. Probably not.
Sam, you're near the ship's office. This deck, starboard side.
I'll find the transit ledgers there.
That's where they should be keeping them.
Hey, did Lacerda pass through here?
Yeah, he was here a few minutes ago, complaining about the ledgers. Bastard. I hope someone cuts his throat.
Lacerda is not a man to trifle with.
I'm not going to trifle with him. I'm hoping someone else will do it.
That someone would experience painful death at Lacerda's hands.
The transit ledgers are forged. They say Lacerda's container is full of sugarcane and coconuts from a man named Nikaryakov in Malaysia.
Nikaryakov. I remember that name.
Nikaryakov is a code name that Philippine drug dealers use to indicate arms shipments.
So instead of nuts from Malaysia, Lacerda got guns from an imaginary Russian?
Exactly. Now why don't you go find out where Lacerda is hiding?
The captain probably knows where he is.
Good idea. Why don't you head to the bridge and ask?
Okay, Sam. Judging by the numbering on the crates, that's about half of them. See if you can find the rest.
Hey, Toma! Have you seen Lacerda?
No, but I heard him yelling at someone a few minutes ago. That's why I came here.
What was he yelling about this time?
Complaining about his quarters or something. Bastard.
Thinks now that he's got a little cash, he's king of the world.
He'll get his one of these days. You'll see.
There was something there just a moment ago. Is it meant to act like that? Please say there's nothing here.
Good job, Sam. 2 more crates to go.
Yeah. You know what I don't understand? Here we are, loaded up with Colombian. Best coffee in the world.
And the coffee tastes like bad guano.
Exactly. What's up with that?
Because Captain Diego buys the cheapest coffee he can find.
Why?
Because cheap coffee sweats more. Makes it harder for the dogs to smell what's hidden inside the coffee.
Ah, that makes sense. Still, wouldn't mind a good...
Way to go, Fisher. 1 more crate to go.
Helm,
Sí, mi capitán.
make your heading 88 degrees, 6 minutes. Maintain speed.
Sí, señor.
Scopes are clear?
Sí, señor.
Gracias.
What does it mean to bootstrap?
It means to accomplish something by using an entirely internal process. Why?
The Americans say they will have to bootstrap a shuttle launch if they want to save the astronauts on the ISS.
It's that bad.
It's worse. They say that since the wreckage of the first shuttle is still attached to the docking module, the crew will need to spacewalk to the rescue shuttle. That doesn't sound...
I wanna go home.
It will be 2 weeks before they can even launch the...
So Lacerda is holed up in the captain's quarters.
Where's that?
3rd deck, port side. The 2 interior stairwells are the only access to that deck.
It's an hour.
lukewarm service you want up.
I tell you, never in my life have I been so insulted.
I don't see why you're so upset. He got you past the inspection. You think it's easy to get through the canal zone with all the crackdowns these days?
I don't care if it's hard. You think my job is easy? No. But this insult, forcing me to bribe an inspector out of my own pocket. No. This big shot, this Vice President Senor Segundo Ruiz de Medeiros. Ha! I'll show him.
Fine.
Mark my words. I'll make him pay. I'll make him pay double, or my name is not Hugo Lacerda.
Great.
I need another drink. Let me see. Now where would that fat pig stash his rum?
Shh. Don't make a scene.
Madre de Dios!
Not exactly. But if it makes you feel better to pray.
Please don't kill me! Please let me go. I won't tell them I saw you.
You don't understand what's happening here, do you? Morgenholt. Your goons tortured him to death, and I'm holding you responsible.
Oh, no! It's not my fault!
The only thing worse than a coward is a liar. You gave the order, and now you're gonna die for it.
Please!
First, tell me who contracted you to kidnap him.
I don't know. I swear! I was contacted indirectly. I was warned not to try and find out. I'm sorry. It's not my fault. I'm sorry. It's not...
Good job, Fisher. I'll inform the Joint Chiefs that Lacerda is no longer a threat. Your primary objectives are completed. We can extract you whenever you're ready.
I love the smell of the ocean air.
That was the last of the weapons crates, Sam. Now we'll be able to track them wherever they go and see just how connected Lacerda is.
Come on. Enjoy it while you can. Before you know it, we'll be sweating in some jungle.
Never heard of anybody getting early.
See these new motion sensing lights?
No. What do they do?
When they detect movement, the light turns on.
That's amazing.
What was that?
Like magic.
I think I'm going to get one of those from my garage. Imagine you pull up in your car and the driveway lights up automatically.
You're crazy. This is high-tech stuff.
Fisher, I've got a copy of a work order here that the bank filed with their insurance company. It says the dome windows over the lobby are magnetically locked. See if you can find a breaker or junction box up here and power down the locks.
Right.
Good work, Sam. That shut down the magnetic locks on the windows. Hey, wait a minute. Power spike. The lobby. It looks like a laser grid just came online.
Lasers. Lasers are so...
90s?
I was gonna say 70s. Can you please stop making me feel old?
Got bad news for you, Sam. You are old.
Fisher, here's our advisor. He'll walk you through the steps that'll get you into that vault. Be patient with him.
Oh, he's one of those.
Right. Hello? Is this thing on then?
It's on. I'm here. Have you been briefed?
Whatever. Listen, this is THEMAINMANSWE 88. Each one is unique. You want to get a butcher's up the skirt. First thing you need to do is authorise an opening.
How do I do that?
The bank president and the treasurer will each have an authorisation lock in their office. There'll be another one in the security office. You'll need to disable all three.
Okay.
That's a relief. Our installer seems to be compatible with their local OS.
That's it? Just plug and play?
That's the idea. No fuss. Get all 8 of those forged mails uploaded.
Make the robbery look like an inside job.
Exactly.
Uniforms are uncomfortable.
Oh, that's one of the new American-made ones.
Oh, that's good. They are not made by second-rate laborers without boring each other for a Panamanian army service.
Looks like more lasers ahead, Sam. This whole place is singing with photons.
There's a guard who seems to be walking around here, no problem.
Maybe he has some kind of beacon. Get close and you can stay in his electronic shadow.
Next.
I was just thinking something. What's that? Did you ever notice that this bank doesn't have any bank machines? Why do you think that is?
Because they don't want people to hack the bank.
Hack a bank machine? Whoever heard of that?
It's not the realism that's the problem. It's just that it introduces a whole resource economy that we don't want to deal with.
Oh, I see your point.
That's the security authorization. 2 more to go.
Good thinking, Fisher. Now even if you're caught on camera, they won't be able to ID you. That's half of the forged mail, Sam. 4 more to go.
Thanks. I've always found it hard to count past 3.
No need to be smarmy, Sam.
There.
That's 2 down. Now just authorize from the Treasurer's office. Right, that's authorization done. The outer cage to the vault should be opening as we speak.
Great.
Just inside the cage, there's a small vault full of safety boxes. Your mate dropped off some kit for you in one of them.
All right, I'll let you know when I'm there.
Oh no, Zerkazy. That's exactly what I didn't want to see.
Zerkazy, is that some kind of dried meat?
He's probably the best computational theorist in the world. He worked with Morgenholt on Project Watson. Word is he's gone off his nut.
Sounds like bad guy material to me.
Fix this, Paco. Fix that, Paco. This is broken. The other is dirty. Always slaving for you, cleaning up after you. Always taking care of you so you can do your work. Oh, don't worry. If you break it, Paco will fix it. Paco has nothing better to do than fix every stupid little bit of bricks. What was that code again? 8645. There we go, man. Now, what else can Paco fix for you?
I'm telling you, it was a rat.
No chance. It was way too big to be a rat. Maybe it was a monkey.
Great work, Fisher. 1 more forged mail and we're covered.
You're doing my best.
I know that vent is pretty big.
Sam, it's Will.
Turtle said one of these boxes had some equipment in it.
Chest level, right-hand side, number 1024.
Careful with that gear.
What is all this stuff?
The charges are for the vault, and the other thingamy-bob is a telemetric lockpick.
A telemetric lockpick?
Head down to the main vault. We'll walk you through it there. All right, next you need to pop both of these locks at the same time.
That's what the telemetric pick is for.
Exactly. It reads your movements in one lock and mimics them in the other lock, real time.
You guys use some cool toys.
Right. Now once you get the feel for each pin, you have to wait a second for the telemetric pick to sync up. Once it beeps, Bob's your uncle, you can pick the pin and move to the next one. Don't try and pick a pin before you're in sync, or you'll have to restart.
Right.
Alright, now place the charges over the main pins. Once they're all in place, well, I'm sure you can figure it out. And open sesame.
Lambert, we're in.
Great work. Sam, get in there and find those hard drives.
fragments of a message here from someone named Dvorak. Echelon doesn't have a file on him. Wait. That's weird.
What?
The deleted messages. They're 512 encrypted. I haven't seen 512 since Philip Mass.
I killed Mass outside Severomorsk.
I remember. And it's confirmed. So this is someone with access to some seriously classified information.
Zerkazy?
That's a frightening possibility.
Great work, Fisher. Now any investigation into the robbery will only point back at the investigators.
So the Panamanian government will end up sending some innocent banker to prison?
Innocent, if you don't count providing arms to revolutionaries.
Oh, right, I forgot. Bankers. Evil.
Good job, Fisher. Now the whole mission will look like a robbery. They'll never know why we were here.
Lambert, now that I'm holding 50 million bucks, I think we need to talk about that raise again.
25 cents an hour and not a penny more.
Deal.
All right, Fisher. We'll extract you as planned from the same location you were inserted.
Over the wall from the front courtyard?
That's right. Redding will be waiting for you nearby.
On my way.
What's wrong with this thing now? Give it a bite. Spoken like a true technician. I ain't touching it.
Fisher, the National Guard was deployed into Manhattan about an hour ago.
I feel safer already.
Watch your fire, Sam. Those boys aren't expecting to see you and they'll attack on sight. Do not, I repeat, do not kill any of them.
I'll be careful.
Good.
You have enough light down here?
Think so. These barricade lights are battery operated, so they should be okay. I have flares too if I need them.
All right. Then we'll concentrate on getting power to the CP before we break out to the perimeter.
Sounds good.
Fisher, looks like the National Guard are trying to restore the power to the building's elevator. That's probably your best way to the top.
I'll see if I can hitch a ride.
It'll be a long climb if you don't.
What's the status on that elevator?
I'll have it running in a sec.
We'll speed it up. We need to get some more equipment up the road.
Going as fast as I can.
still here!
Fisher, satellite shows you've reached Ocasie's building. County Clerk's office has construction permits on file for the floors below the penthouse and in the neighboring structure.
Any plans or blueprints on file?
I'll have Grim look into it, but with this blackout.
I understand. I'll see if I can dig up some plans down here.
Good idea. Fisher, that's a hired gun if I've ever seen one.
He's no night watchman either. He's a merc. He's got the same kit as the guys who were protecting the Serta.
This whole situation is getting uglier by the second. See if you can find out who these characters work for.
Will do.
How much longer is this gonna take?
It'll be done when it's done.
Done when it's done? What kind of answer is that?
Hey, I got a 220 connection here at 16 amps.
So?
So you know what that kind of juice will do to you if the wires get crossed?
No.
Well, here. Touch right here and find out.
No thanks.
Yeah, good thinking. Now get lost. It'll be done when it's done.
Work permits, architectural plans. Interesting. Zerkasi has a hardened panic room off of his bedroom.
I'll check it out.
Looks like he also filed plans for construction in the next building over.
The next building?
I'm no architect, but if I'm reading these plans right, both buildings are connected across the rooftop. I'll leave the relevant data on your OffSat. Should help you navigate.
Thanks.
Fisher, Zerkasi's cameras project an infrared beam so they can see in the dark.
If it's an infrared beam, I can see it in my night vision.
Exactly. And listen, it would help us keep tabs on Zerkasi if we could use these cameras against him.
Gotcha. I'll try and run some taps.
Good work, Fisher. That's one camera tapped. There should be 5 more.
I'll keep my eyes open.
What was that? Hey, I don't recognize you. How long have you been with this place?
3 months. I just got transferred up from Peru. I was on the, VIP detail.
Displace? That's Doug Shetland's company.
I know.
Fisher, if Shetland turns out to be crooked...
If Shetland is crooked, I'll take him down myself. But I have a feeling there's more to it than that.
Could be. See if you can find out who's in charge of this protection detail. Maybe someone inside Displace is playing both sides.
You got it.
Good work, Fisher. That's 4 of 6 cameras tapped.
I'll keep an eye out for the other 2.
How long have you known him? A long time. Long time. Before Displace. Since before Bosnia.
Before Bosnia? Good lord. I knew he had connections, but...
Yep. Know him a long time. He treats us good, we do what he says.
Yes, well, he sure treats us well.
Now you know too. Now you work for him. Do what he says.
Yes, well, certainly worth my while now, isn't it?
More than worth your while. It'll keep you alive, man.
I'm allergic to flowers. Maybe you should talk before I sneeze and accidentally cut your throat.
Oh, God! I'll tell you anything!
Good. Start with your boss. What's his name?
Nedich! Mylon Nedich. He's in charge of all our VIP protection contracts.
And how many of those under his protection has he killed in the last, say, 6 weeks?
What?
What kind of scam is he running?
I don't know about any scam. I swear. Don't tell Mylon. I gave you his name. He's psychotic. Don't hurt me. I'm not as tough as I act.
Mylon Nedich. Echelon's got nothing. He doesn't even exist.
Well, whoever he is, he's playing both sides. We need to inform Shetland.
No can do, Sam. We can't compromise OPSEC for private interests.
Fine. But if I find Nedich, it'll be less of a problem.
Admirable of you to protect your friend, but...
You said he doesn't exist. I'm just correcting a bureaucratic error.
Good work on the cameras, Sam. We'll have guys watching Zerkazy 24/7.
Always happy to keep the donut dippers busy.
Gotcha.
Who?
Dvorak.
Where is he?
According to this, he's in the building next door. You can get there across the rooftop through the magnetically locked doors.
How do I get through the doors?
They're not magnetically locked anymore.
Thanks for the help.
Fisher, what are you doing?
I've seen these things before. This is a finite state machine.
It is?
Yeah. Looks like Dvorak is just the encoded innards of a 50-year-old scrap heap.
No wonder I couldn't hack into it.
It doesn't even speak the same language. I'm going to try and reinitialize the machine and retrieve an output stack for analysis.
Gotcha.
All right, I got the stack.
Fisher, judging by what we just saw, I think that's an infinite state machine, not a finite state machine.
What's the difference?
This one is self-referential. Each output stack is a logical instruction set that tells the machine to recurse itself and derive a more accurate set of instructions for the next execution cycle.
Fascinating. Can I go now?
Good work, Fisher. Time to make yourself scarce. Get to your primary extraction point.
On my way.
Fisher, we need to find out if Displace and Zerkazi are working together.
But until we know, you want me to keep it quiet.
Don't kill anyone or I'll abort the mission. The Pentagon has contracts with Displace all around the world. The President will have puppies if he finds out we're doing this.
The hell do I care what Marco says? I don't even know him.
I'll tell him you said that.
Huh, go ahead.
Boy, are you in trouble.
Whatever.
Who switched the lights out here?
All clear. You're certainly entitled to request protection at that level from the National Guard, I agree. But let's face it, the National Guard is a massive, cumbersome organization.
Sure, that's what we need, a presence.
On the contrary, the people want protection, they need protection, but they don't want to see protection. It frightens them.
Good work, Sam. Now you'll be able to access the central server on the first floor.
This wireless stuff makes life a lot easier.
Yep. Welcome to the Wi-Fi era.
Remember, you're saying that to a guy from the era of hi-fi.
Hi-fi? As in, like, high-end fiber?
Don't put me in adult undergarments yet, kid.
I want to show you something.
Sam, each of Displace's different divisions seem to have their own server farm. I put a program on your OPSAT that will build a little backdoor into their networks.
You want me to upload that to each division server?
I would appreciate it.
Since you asked so nice.
Good work, Sam. That's the first of their servers. If you can upload that to each of the other ones, I'll be able to snoop around as much as I please.
I'll see what I can do.
Let me just get these windows before we go.
Aw, man, I love that. We have to get some of those at City Hall.
Email me and remind me. I'll set you up with a good deal.
Whoa.
That was weird.
Yeah, I've heard of this. It's called an electrochromic window. A small electric charge can change the opacity of microscopic crystals embedded in the glass.
Cool.
I'm thinking that your OCP should be able to toggle the state of the windows. I'm uploading the specification to your OPSAT.
Thanks, Will.
In the lobby of the Empire State Building, there are 4 brass rondelles, Art Deco pieces. Each rondelle represents one of the 4 disciplines of skyscraper construction.
What, like engineering, financing, real estate?
Machines, concrete, decoration, elevators. Elevators like this one here.
Huh. Okay, Julian, what's your point?
My point is that every single day, 5 million New York executives ride elevators. Elevators that they can't do their jobs without.
So...
Well, you're worried about the cost, huh? You're worried about what the taxpayer will think. But it's a mistake to think that those two things are fundamentally tied together. Stairs are cheaper than elevators, Tom. Why don't we have stairs as the 4th discipline of skyscraper construction?
No one is gonna take the stairs up 70 stories.
And does anyone ever question how much an elevator costs?
Of course not.
Right. And I'll tell you why. Because the cost of an elevator isn't measured by what you get. It's measured by what you avoid. Displace is expensive, Tom. I mean, there's no denying that. But it's not important how much it costs to hire us. What's important is how much it costs not to hire us. A bunch of good old boys from the Appalachians with M4s in every street corner. I mean, sure, it'll get the job done. But in the end, relying on the National Guard is like taking the stairs. If you want to keep those 5 million executives going to work every day, I suggest that you take the elevator.
Well, you maybe got a point there, Julian.
Look, Sam, upload that program to the last server and you'll make me the happiest girl in the world.
You're easy to please.
Access is a girl's best friend.
It's a pretty cushy posting, that's for sure.
But I heard the guy was really annoying.
The guy isn't there anymore. He's out of town.
What, so you're just watching his stuff?
Yeah, emptying his liquor cabinet and playing video games. He's got the new Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I heard it's awesome.
Gonna be game of the year, man.
Can't wait to play it.
Thanks, Sam. That's the last one. I can't wait to sniff around in Displace's laundry basket. What?
Laundry. I totally forgot.
Okay, this time I got it for sure. Up, neutral, ground. Got it all sorted out.
I'm gonna sort you out if you don't open that damn door.
Oh, I need Bingo!
Damn! It looks like someone has shunted the data we need off the server. Login name M-Netich.
Mylon Nedich?
That name is coming up an awful lot, but we still don't have anything on him.
Probably a pseudonym. I'll see if I can find out who he really is.
In any case, we need to get access to his computer. His office should be on the upper floor somewhere.
Sorry to interrupt, but
I see it.
power's coming back on.
I see it, Grim.
You got company. You might wanna...
I see it.
Right. Want to check the server and make sure nothing got fried when the power came back on.
Okay, give a shout if you need anything.
Will do.
been hearing some creepy stuff about Mylon.
Yeah. I heard he got drunk with some of the guys in Istanbul last month. Wandered out of the bar looking for a...
Sorry to bring you in here so late. We need to put some extra men on the Zerkazy. Your name.
Wacko in the penthouse uptown?
Well, it's perhaps best not to refer to our client as the Wacko, but yes, him. Or rather, Milos Nowak
Okay, sounds like a breeze.
Well, it hasn't gone perfectly smooth so far. You'll get the full VIP rate, and you'll be on duty as though there is a package on site.
Okay, got it.
Good. You reported 1300 tomorrow.
Okay, I'll be there.
Good grab, Fisher. Mylon Nedich's real name? Jesus. Milos Nowak.
Milos Nowak, who is he?
The Barber of Bosnia. Suspected war criminal from the Bosnian conflict. Allegedly scalped some of his prisoners.
Wanted in The Hague.
Yeah.
Bet you dollars to dinars that he doesn't make it to trial.
That's okay. I think my money's safer on the Nikkei.
Hokkaido.
Hokkaido, isn't that basically the Alaska of Japan?
Yeah. Looks like Mylon Nedich has secretly relocated Zerkazy there.
Interesting. Now we definitely need to talk to Shetland.
We'll let State Department handle that mess. You're going to Hokkaido. We're sending a helicopter to evac you from the roof. Fisher, remember, I need you to bring in Zerkazy alive.
What about Nedich?
Nedich is another story.
Isolate, simplify, complete.
We're on the same page?
Affirmative.
Nightingales. It's called a nightingale floor. Protection against ninjas.
What a waste of time. Nobody uses hidden microphones to spy on anybody anymore. They use satellites. This is so ridiculous, I feel like an idiot.
That's the first microphone, Sam. 5 more to go.
I'm on it.
Fisher, looks like Displace has kept a small staff on to take care of the retreat.
Civilians?
That's right. Don't let any of them get killed.
I won't.
You find any bugs?
Yeah, they're everywhere. Can't get rid of them. It's like a damn insectarium here.
I mean microphones, stupid.
Oh, well, I looked a bit, but I didn't find any.
A bit? What does that mean? Where did you look?
On the table and stuff.
You looked on the table for microphones?
Yeah.
Gee, did you find any?
No.
Never mind. I'll look for them myself.
Okay. Well, let me know if you need any help.
There.
Hey, Wendell, have you seen Mylon?
Mylon? Yeah, he just went through here with some of the guys. I think they're in a meeting. Why?
I just heard that Carl was looking for him.
Carl? I thought he was looking for microphones.
He is, I guess. But you know Carl.
Yeah, good point.
All right.
So we can reschedule this to there.
All right.
Yes, right.
Well, I'm not sure we can do it then. Yeah, but if he says... That's true. South Africans.
No, that's fine. An agreement we can live with.
That's half of Otomo's microphone, Sam.
That'll be fine.
Yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled for the rest.
What do you think?
Yes? Yeah. No. Maybe. We'll see. Well...
Is that someone
back
there?
to New York. Broker that deal.
No. Yeah. Okay. So we can reschedule this to there. Yes, right.
Ah, well, I'm not sure we... All right. Yeah, but if he says... That's true. South Africans.
No, right. That's fine. An agreement we can live with.
That's half of Otomo's microphone, Sam.
Yeah, I'll keep my eyes peeled for the rest.
Yes? Yeah. No. Maybe. Yeah. We'll see. Well...
Got it. Yeah, back to New York. Broker that deal.
So we can reschedule this to there. Yes, right.
All right, listen up. That was Doug. He's on his way, and he's not happy.
What do you mean? He's on his way here?
Our offices got turned over in New York, and he's worried about a leak. He's coming up here to tie up some.
Oops, sorry.
Good one. They're only yen, not worth anything since the market crash.
Not even worth the effort to pick them up.
A penny saved.
The officers got hit. By who? The feds?
Who cares about the offices? What's this tie up loose ends thing?
Not exactly sure, but this thing with the ship, maybe someone's onto us.
But what if...
Look, never mind all that. The boss is on his way and things are heating up. We knew that would happen, so just stick to the plan, get this place tightened up, and make sure that this little visit goes off without a hitch. Get moving! All right. No. All right. Yes. No. No. Yeah. Okay.
That's Nedich out of the picture, but we have a complication. There's a helicopter inbound. Shetland is aboard.
Doug, why is he coming here?
Either he was coming to see what Nedich is up to, or our assumptions are wrong.
You still think Shetland's crooked?
I still don't know, and that's what bothers me. Find out what Shetland and Zerkazy are meeting about.
Here we observe the North American tree slug in its natural habitat.
There.
This voracious detrivore is considered by many to be simply a snail without a shell.
Yeah.
That's the last microphone, Fisher. Otomo will be happy.
Otomo doesn't seem like the happy type.
It's just the old samurai Zan Shin. He's really nice in person.
I've heard people say the same thing about Lambert.
What does that mean? Lambert's nice.
How many of his ex-wives have you spoken to?
Fisher, satellite imaging shows you're nearing some kind of tea house.
Zerkezi's inside?
That's our best guess. Gather as much info as you can before making your move. We might only get one shot at this.
Yes, Douglas? What? The Koreans, they couldn't have. Douglas, intruder!
My God, Fisher! Don't let Shetland escape.
Is he a target?
He's the target. No way you could have stopped him. Complete the rest of the mission. I'll see if we can track him.
That's all your primary objectives, Fisher. We can extract you at any time.
All right.
Fisher, it's starting to look like war is unavoidable. JCOS is asking all sources for current division-level intelligence.
So, besides stopping World War III, is there anything else I can do for you this evening?
The base commander should have up-to-date intel about NKA divisional strength down the Kaesong-Munsan approach.
I'll try to schedule an appointment with his secretary.
Fisher, since everyone is asking everyone for intel, I'd love to have a few chips at the big table.
What can I get you, Will?
Looks like this battery has repair and maintenance capability for mechanized warfare support. Any shipping or repair logs you can recover would be a big help.
I'll find what I can.
Great! Look, I will double check.
Good work, Fisher. Looks like they track shipping and repair through 4 separate departments.
Gotta love military bureaucracy.
See if you can get the logs from the other 3.
Now serving number 67.
All right, well, that's our work done. Let the control room take over.
Who's in the control room?
How should I know?
So what? You're just going to leave the missile hanging there?
Orders. Deliver cargo to loading bay at facility 27-290. Nothing in there about working a bunch of cranes that we're not trained on.
Fair enough.
Reminder to all personnel, food and water rationing in effect until further notice.
The lights should be on in here. But they're not supposed to be on. Something
sir, we have finished our preliminary inspection of the West launcher.
And what is your report, Captain?
We did every test we could, sir.
And?
And, well, there was no malfunction, sir.
No malfunction? Curious. There is an $80 billion warship on the bottom of the sea, sunk by a missile that left this battery. The world is less than 12 hours from a war.
Good work, Sam. One more shipping log to go, and we'll have an accurate picture of their mechanized capabilities in the region.
I'll find it.
Sir, I assure you.
Well, Captain, the only two people in this building who could authorize that launch without approval are you and I. I know I did not do it, so if it wasn't a malfunction, I want you to run every test again. Then run whatever test the captain forgot until you find out what the hell happened with my missile. Sir! Yes, sir! Get out of my sight!
That seals it. The missile came from here, but they didn't launch it intentionally.
So that's a good thing. We can avoid a war.
Problem is that someone launched the missile intentionally.
Isn't that someone Doug Shetland using Zerkezi's algorithms?
That seems likely, but I still need to see if there's a Dvorak fingerprint on the BIOS of the launcher that fired the missile.
Sequencer, check. Network receiver, check. Okay, good.
Corporal Dak Poe, report to receiving. Corporal Dak Poe to receiving.
Good job, Sam. From the parts and transport requests, it looks like this facility is significantly more important than our latest estimates.
Well, you know me. Always where the action is.
I'm pretty sure.
All right, That opened the casing. You can access the motherboard on the launcher itself and recover any routing data from the BIOS.
Oh, don't see anything.
Good work, Sam. I'm scanning the BIOS now. Yeah, that's a Dvorak fingerprint.
Where did it come from? Hokkaido? The Displace offices?
Seoul.
What? As in South Korea? Are you telling me the US just got drawn into a war protecting the people that sank the Walsh?
I can't trace it back farther than Seoul.
Well, what do I do?
Sweet Jesus, Fisher. The NKA just committed. They're coming across the DMZ. We're at war.
Why? We just found proof they didn't launch the missile.
Good Lord, speaking of missile launches, that battery just lit up like a smoker getting off an airplane.
They're not targeting our ships, are they?
Active radar is up. It looks like a launch is imminent. Fisher, you need to abort that missile.
You gotta pass.
I see what you're thinking, Fisher.
If they're just going to throw protocol to the wind and leave the warhead case unlocked.
Even detonating them won't destroy the battery.
No, but it will make an awful big mess.
No one here. No signs of discovery. This job would be much easier.
Good work, Fisher.
I'm uploading the arming sequence codes for Grim. Lambert, if worse comes to worst, and I'm still here.
You don't even need to say it, Sam. Black hell! You're too late.
The warhead won't arm until it's a few hundred meters from its target. If I can dig up the abort codes.
Good thinking. Check launch control directly under the platform.
I'm on my way.
Make it fast, Fisher. Flight time on that missile is 3 minutes.
Check. Flight pad and targeting computer are showing all green. Check. Fire circuit shows green. Check. Code lock circuit shows green. Check. Primary target tracking readback start. Ready for readback. Primary target carrier, bearing 218, range 120 kilometers. Your readback is correct. Confirm, primary target acquired. Ready to fire. Stand by for fire order. Standing by to fire. Stand by to designate next target. Standing by to designate next target. Track target. Primary.
Destroyer, bearing 218. Range 112 kilometers. Confirmed.
Good work, Sam. Those are the abort codes.
I still need to bypass the override circuit from the missile control room.
Hurry. The missile is closing on the USS Ronald Reagan at top speed.
Hold on. Did you just tell me I need to win one for the Gipper?
Dude, what does that even mean?
Never mind. You're right, Grim. I am old.
Circuit shows green.
Check.
Primary target tracking readback start.
Ready for readback.
Primary target destroyer, bearing 218, range 112 kilometers.
Your readback is correct.
Confirm. Primary target acquired. Ready to fire.
Stand by for fire order. Stand by to designate next target.
Standing by to designate next target.
Good job, Sam. Missile aborted.
That's it? It's dust?
No, but the warhead can't arm. Even if it gets past the Reagan's phalanx, it'll hit the hull and crumple like a beer can.
Crumpling beer cans. That's what sailors are best at, I guess.
Very funny. You need to make your way to extraction.
Right. I'm on my way.
Welcome to the 3-block war, Fisher. The main advance has bypassed your position, but expect sporadic fighting among units separated from the main force.
Whose side am I on here?
Your own. You're not a legal combatant. Anyone who sees you will attack on sight, friend or foe.
Listen, there aren't any alarms to worry about, but anyone you encounter will probably already be alert.
I'll be careful.
Fisher, critical update. I have other assets on the ground not far from your position.
Another Splinter cell?
Splinter cells in training. They're on a black bag op. The target was just relocated by NKA Special Forces.
So I need to bring in the target?
No. You need to interrogate one of those special forces to find out where they took him.
Okay.
Don't kill them before you talk to them or I'll pull you out.
Well, you were not looking very closely, were you?
Look, fine. You think you know where we are? You navigate. I'm going to take a leak.
Don't get lost.
Shove it.
stay quiet and you might live.
What? Who?
Shut up. Lambert, I've got one.
Good job, Fisher. I'm gonna patch you through direct. Hold on.
Stay calm. This'll just take a sec.
Okay.
All right, Fisher. Go ahead.
I've got someone who wants to talk to you.
Roger. Ask him where they took John.
Where did you take John?
I don't know what you're talking about.
He's not answering. Should I kill him?
Negative, negative.
All right. They say I should kill you, so...
Wait, okay. John, we moved him to a cyber cafe just off the fish market by the river.
Is that what you needed to know, guys?
Affirmative. Thanks a lot, sir. We owe you one.
Welcome to the team. You want to tell me what's going on, Lambert?
Sorry, Fisher, but you're getting too old for this kind of work.
Stop listening to Grim. If you go by her definition of old, you'd need to issue diapers with every set of goggles.
If I listen to you much longer, it'll be adult undergarments.
That was cruel.
Give them gifts of humiliating defeat and death most miserable.
Good thinking, Fisher. Shut down those propaganda broadcasts and our boys will be in better spirits.
Our boys. I'm just doing it because it's annoying.
Sam, a Predator drone just spotted a mobile command center in the area up ahead. See if you can tap it for intelligence.
You don't want me to take it out?
No. We could have done that with the Predator.
Good job, Sam. There's only one more propaganda broadcast set up in your area.
Good job, Sam. With an inside line on the NKA's command network, we should be able to funnel useful intelligence to the regs.
Always happy to lend a hand.
Way to go, Fisher. That's the last of their propaganda stations in this area.
Thank God. Starting to lose my mind.
Fisher, those are the main servers for the National Data Trunk. Every bit of data that moves through here gets tagged in transit.
It's smaller than I thought.
And getting smaller every year. Listen, you need to recover the main drive so I can see if the attack that launched the missile came from somewhere else first. Good. Now get that drive up to the roof and we'll transmit it to the EA-6B.
Why can't you just read it from here?
It'll take too long to guarantee a secure link. And if the DPRK intercepts it...
Then this mission is a waste of time.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
something strangely mesmerizing about anti-aircraft tracer fire lighting up the night sky. Beautiful. Better than looking at boring old stars, that's for sure.
Kind of a do-it-yourself constellation kit.
Yep. There. I'm going to check on Bong and Fang. See how he's coming with that door.
They probably blew themselves up.
Huh, yeah. See you later.
Later.
Next stop, top floor.
Once I transmit the data, I'm on to extraction?
That's the plan. If we can confirm the LZ is safe, we'll extract you directly from the rooftop.
And if it's not safe?
Fisher, the plane went down before they could purge the data. You need to get to the wreckage and make sure the North Koreans don't recover it.
NK regulars are setting up portable radar reconnaissance receivers. See if you can take them all out. Good job, Sam. RF monitoring indicates at least 4 more P3Rs active in your AO.
Hit the building.
Oh, that. Well, we're not safe from bombs.
What are we safe from then?
Infantry. Listen, bombs don't want to kill you. It's purely statistical. But there is nothing in the world more dangerous than an infantryman with a rifle. I'd rather take my chances with the bomb.
Scaring the crap out of me.
Sam, we have RF confirmation that there are only 2 P3Rs left in your area.
Yeah, what is...
Huh? I found out what that beeping sound was.
Is it a dog?
I don't know.
Check it.
You check it.
Okay.
Easy.
Take cover!
I want my mommy.
We're still alive.
Easy.
Look, let's just take that patrol data into the UAV and get out of here before it does go off.
Good idea.
Whoa, good grab, Sam. Looks like the complete technical specifications on North Korean UAVs.
So what, we can just switch them all off now?
Ha, no. But we can pass it up the chain and inside of a few months find ways to disable them.
Well, that's not much help to me then, is it?
Get down!
We have multiple reports of more active armor in your immediate AO.
Great.
Okay, men! Let's keep this orderly! Fall back! Take cover! Oh God! When? Where is he? Damn it! I think we've lost him! Damn it!
Come on, you crummy bastards! Take it!
Pull out! Pull out! Incoming fire! Get my back, lost him! Over there!
One more P3R to go, Fisher.
I'm fine.
What was that?
Way to go, Sam. With those P3Rs out of commission, it'll be a lot safer to extract you.
Wow, you mean you're actually planning to get me out of here alive one day?
The plane is too badly damaged to recover the data. You'll need to fall back and designate the target for an airstrike. Use the structure down the street for your platform.
Let me get the pilots to safety first.
We don't have a lot of time, Sam. An NKA recovery team is en route.
Are you ordering me to leave these guys here and call in an airstrike?
I'm telling you what the objective is, trusting you to complete it. You have your orders. Fisher, if you compromise this mission for those men...
Save it, Irving. You gave me my orders already.
All right, Fisher. Good job. You should be safe from the blast here. Designate the wreckage with your EEV from the roof. Sam, you need to designate the...
No point in rescuing one and leaving the other.
Don't even exist, Fisher. You can't get a medal for this.
Medals don't help me sleep at night, Lambert.
All right, the pilots are safe. Now take out that plane.
With pleasure.
You should be able to designate the wreckage with your EEV from the top of this structure.
All right.
Stupid damn thing is broken.
All right, Fisher. You have an F-117 inbound. Stand by.
Roger. Target is painted.
Hello there, Paperboy. This is Postman. We have your glare. Stay on target.
Affirmative, Postman.
And there you go, Paperboy. The package is in the mail.
Confirm visual on the package, Postman.
Have a better one. Postman out.
What do you mean the attack came from Japan? They're our allies.
Mr. President, these attacks represent the most sophisticated application of information warfare ever imagined. The missile launch came through Japan, yes, but it seems likely it was triggered by elements of a private security operation, Displace International.
Displace? That's Doug Shetland's outfit. We have contracts with them.
Who's Shetland?
Former Marine recon, among the very best. He was one of my top candidates for 3rd Echelon a few years ago. No love lost for the military or the United States. Rumor is that we hung him out to dry for political reasons over an incident that wasn't his fault. We can only speculate as to what his agenda is.
Well, how do we defuse the situation until we know?
Maybe the Chinese can help.
Gotcha.
Fisher, I just got a request from Frances Cohen.
What does she need?
She's been trying to get a man inside the bathhouse for a long time to keep tabs on the Red Nation. She wants to know if you can tap the phone lines in and around the building.
Francis? Of course I can.
Good work, Fisher. That's the first phone line. See if you can tap into the rest.
No kidding. I think there must be a broken sewer main back here. Worst part is you can smell it inside, too, in the basement.
What?
Yeah, some kind of foundation problem. All of Tokyo is sinking, you know.
Tokyo isn't sinking, idiot. The airport is sinking.
Whatever. Close enough.
I saw something down
Just a reminder, Sam. You'll have some civilians in the bathhouse. Do not, I repeat, do not kill any of them.
I'll be careful.
be more than careful. Be Gandhi.
Yes, sir.
Central, this is 7. I finished the basement. All clear. Yeah, okay. 7 out.
Fisher, those guys don't look Japanese to me.
Yeah, expensive suits cut wide in the shoulders.
What was that?
They're packing for sure.
Exactly. I make them for Displace, trying to keep a low profile.
Makes sense. Doug knows how to stay discreet when it's necessary.
Fisher, in order to figure out who Shetland is meeting with, you'll need to head up into the private offices. Check upstairs, to the north of your position, and past reception.
On my way.
The upstairs secure?
Yeah. Might be some Red Nation guys up in the private room, but I didn't disturb them. How about the front?
It's tight. A truck is blocking the alley, and I sent the guys unloading it for a coffee break.
Which guys?
Just some guys. Worker guys.
What? You just said, hey, why don't you guys take a break, and they did?
Well, I gave them 100,000 yen.
Huh, okay. Well, don't forget to expense that.
Yeah, no kidding.
Currently 300, 2 behind the leader. This is a very tricky shot. Water in front of to the right of the green.
Got it. Shetland's meeting in the private baths in the back of the bathhouse in a little while.
Who's he meeting?
Red Nishin from the looks of it. Cohen was right. The bathhouse owner is pretty high up in the Japanese mob.
Fisher, those two aren't Displace. They're ISDF assault troops.
What is ISDF doing here?
Maybe the Red Nishin has sold Shetland out to the ISDF. Eavesdrop on that meeting and figure out what's going on before ISDF blows this up.
How are we going to stop them?
I'll get on the horn with Admiral Otomo and make sure we're all on the same page.
Nothing here. This is 9. Affirmative. Everything is in position and we're locked up tight.
Currently 300 behind.
He's on his way? Good. What's his ETA? Good. All right. 9 out. thing's a mess! Nothing here. Never hurts to check. Someone moving around out there? Who? I don't know who. That's why I'm worried.
Way to go, Sam. Cohen says there's one more phone line she'd like you to tap.
Whoa! You scared me there for a second. Visibility in here is terrible. Something goes down, it'd be next to impossible to fight. Got any night vision gear? Night vision doesn't help in this crap. Maybe if we had thermal. Guess we'll just have to rely on our ears. Yeah, fortunately, since Mogadishu, I don't hear so good. You were with the Rangers at Mogadishu? No, I was, kind of working for General ID. But only indirectly. Oh, forget I asked.
That's the last phone line, Fisher. Cohen sends her thanks.
Tell her it was my pleasure.
Zachary!
Yes, sir.
I just double-checked the blueprints. Turns out there's a vent that comes out in the meeting room. ISDF makes me nervous. Make sure the vent is clear of any surveillance gear.
Yes, sir.
Be quick about it. The meeting will start soon.
I'm on it.
Lambert, ISDF is in the building. Are they making their move?
It's all clear.
I haven't been able to contact Otomo. I don't know what's going on.
Wait a minute.
Yes, this will do just fine.
I told you I've taken care of everything. We're secure.
Jesus, Lambert. ISDF isn't here to take Shetland down. They're meeting with him. They're his partners.
My God. Stay there. We need to hear the details before we go to the Joint Chiefs with this.
You did not bring them? I am not going to follow you across Tokyo.
Relax, Kaneda. I'll just download them and burn you with this.
Ha! You take me for a fool. You are not stupid enough to download them over a public network. What are you up to?
I said relax. You're right. I'm not that stupid. My men just finished setting up a shadow net. Completely secure wires, discreet from the web. Now sit. We'll have your algorithms in about 4 minutes. Roll it!
Lambert.
Let it go, Fisher. We know the truth. We'll pick up the pieces after the dust settles.
Save it, Kaneda. I've seen it before. You're defending your honor to cover up your lies. Should I check the account, or should we start shooting and see who walks out of here?
Kaneda! That's so... Oh, no. No, no. Please. We can work this out.
We're switching to fallback. The chopper's on its way. Good. Secure this area. No one comes through.
Yes, sir.
Fisher?
Kill Shetland. I know.
Good thinking, Fisher. Looks like Shetland is using Zerkezi's infinite recursion code to run genetic algorithms that allow him to remotely organize his men.
Why?
Wow. DoD is gonna love this. Looks like Shetland can establish his objectives, and the software will break it down to individual tasks and mail them out to his men.
So his people all swarm a target location independently and complete the sub-objectives without ever knowing what the plan is.
Exactly. Kind of a bizarre inverse of Nikolai's glass dagger.
This is pointless, Sam. You won't know what to do if you catch me. Why bother chasing?
My God, Fisher! Shetland has rigged the place to blow. There are bombs hidden in the furnace room. You'll have to find them all, and fast.
Mason and Lambert have you wrapped around their fingers, Fisher. You know more to them than any other weapon. Made yourself the instrument of a policy you don't believe in, Sam. Walk away. Blood is thicker than water, and you and I have bled a lot together. You're trading your honor for their agenda.
What the hell was that?
Doesn't have to end like this, Sam.
No, but it does have to end.
On that we agree. We've been fighting their dirty little wars our entire lives, and where do we end up? Staring at each other down the barrels of our guns. Nothing has changed, Fisher. And it won't change by degrees. We have to tear it down and start over. It's the only way.
Your own little chaos theory, throw the world into war and hope that what comes out the other side is better.
It will be better. Because this war will change things, Sam. Every other war has been about keeping things the same, but the status quo doesn't work anymore. America's sick, Sam. She's dying. The politicians, the bureaucrats, the whispered backroom deals, it's all life support for a sick old lady who was dead a long time ago.
The only backroom deals that I've seen lately were made by you. You're a murderer and a war criminal.
Those are the only names the state has for the revolutionaries, Sam. You only become a hero after the war is over. You know the truth. The world is built from the bottom up, not the other way around. Honor, courage, fidelity. We don't inherit these things from the world, Sam. We build the world from them. I know you. You believe in these things more than any government. And I know that because of it, you wouldn't shoot an old friend.
You're right, Doug. I wouldn't shoot an old friend.
Fisher, I can't stress this enough. If one Japanese soldier dies, we risk World War III. Any fatalities and I abort the mission immediately.
I understand.
Locate our officers and find out what the hell is going on there.
I'll find them.
the news? The rescue was successful.
You're kidding me.
No, that Chinese guy. He spacewalked over. Tell him his absolute
Defend the Kokubo Sosho? Wait, right. That's like defending the CIA building or something.
What do you mean?
Well, it's not like anybody...
Damn it! What is wrong with you?
You stay in this room and keep quiet.
We didn't say anything.
Keep it that way. I have orders not to shoot you, but I have orders not to let you escape. Let's not find out which order is more important.
We're not soldiers. We're just desk jockeys. We're perfectly comfortable here.
I'm not going to the bathroom.
Okay, fine. We can hold it. We'll be right here.
Yes, you will.
Hey, you're American.
Maybe, but I'm not here to rescue you.
That's okay. We're not really hostages anyway.
What's going on?
Not too sure. SDF rounded up all the U.S. personnel and locked us up. We saw some generals and ministers being brought in earlier.
Where did they go?
Into the war room in the sub-level.
The doors to the lower levels are sealed.
A captain was just up here looking for combat-ready volunteers to go down there. Maybe the doors are open now.
Perfect timing. Somebody will come for you later.
Sam, we need to record everything that happens in that meeting so we can present it to the Joint Chiefs.
It would speed things up if you'd let me remove some of the threats.
Forget it, Fisher. Until we know who the enemy is, there is no enemy. No enemy means no kills. Deal with it.
It is not supposed to do that, is it?
Not as far as I know.
6 weeks out of a warranty, and bam! The thing starts screwing up!
spectacles was found in the 4th floor men's washroom. You may retrieve them from the front security desk.
Watch where you point that thing!
Oh, relax.
Fisher, from the looks of it, these guards are LTL equipped.
Less than lethal. Why?
There's only one reason I can think of that they'd issue them to combat troops. They'll want to interrogate anyone they catch.
Well, I'm not the talkative type.
A gray subcompact with license plate to Shibuya 300-31-56 has been double parked. Please move your vehicle.
Did you open this? Okay, I get your point. Just to keep cool and stay alert, okay? No one here. No signs of disturbance.
A reminder, no memos are to be posted on facility corkboards without approval from Warrant Officer Yamata.
Yeah.
Fisher, GPS shows you're nearing the war room. Intelligence says it's a Tempest-hardened cube. The only way you'll be able to record what's going on in there is to find some way inside.
Tempest hardening might keep out electronic intruders, but I'm betting the room isn't airtight.
Probably not.
Sam, I've got some details on the building's infrastructure. This vent should come out directly over the war room.
I'll try and laser mic the meeting from there.
Good. We'll let you know when we have enough to make the Joint Chiefs happy.
We cannot, but if he has control, political suicide. We have already taken the Americans.
Gotcha.
Sir, he is Admiral Otomo. Admiral, what is the meaning of this?
You will repeal the post-war
Someone moving
constitution.
around out there.
You will order the immediate remilitarization of Japan.
That's why I'm worried.
And return control of our nation to the order of the Emperor. The United States will support
Nothing
this
here.
politically
Never
and
hurts to
militarily
check.
to release
release themselves from further financial and military obligations, thereby concluding our relationship in Asia.
This is impossible. Even if we repeal the Constitution, the Emperor would never.
The Emperor will do what the military tells him! I am not an unreasonable man. These efforts will take time. I have faith in your honor and prudence. So I give you 96 hours.
96? The people will never allow it.
If in 4 days these demands are not met, I will initiate the launch of a North Korean ballistic missile and sacrifice a Japanese city of my choosing. Regrettably, this will kill millions, but it will steal the will of the people if your appeals cannot. For the sake of your honor, and for the sake of Japan, I plead with you, do not force my hand in this matter.
That's it. He caught the signal. My God.
Good God, Fisher. That confirms it. Otomo has been manipulating the Japanese government the entire time.
At least they're not sanctioning his actions. What's the next step? How do we stop Otomo?
If we're lucky, we might not have to.
What do you mean?
Grim?
I'm worried about that general, Fisher. He's been awfully quiet working on his laptop. Access it from here. Let's see what he's planning.
Will do.
My God. We are doomed. We cannot...
Affirmative. Ronan in position. Waiting for the word.
Cannot fail.
Ronan, you are go. I'll repeat. You are go. Affirmative. Open it. Code's been changed. Hot. Fast. Come on, open that door. Just about. Got it. Back up. Breach and clear. Go. Clear, clear, clear. We're in the tube. What's your fire in there, Ronan? Affirmative. Form up. Keep it tight. Watch your angles. Ronin! Ronin! Come in, Ronin! Oh, come in! Ronin! Up! Ronin is locked! We're done!
The Admiral again, sir. Admiral, we...
Fool! You waste your time to scheme like a dog! If you are unable to act honorably, then I will force you to act. You will not be able to deny the demands of the people after North Korea destroys one of our cities. You will know which one when it is annihilated.
What are our options? 72 hours. How do we contact the Emperor?
Good Lord! Otomo is going to launch a North Korean missile at his own country.
What's the time frame?
Could be hours, could be minutes. Get down there and destroy his servers.
What about extraction?
If you can't take out those servers before Otomo forces a launch, there won't be any reason to extract.
And if I do take out the servers?
We'll make that part up as we go.
That's half a plan if I've ever heard one.
I just got off the horn with the Joint Chiefs. I'm lifting the non-lethal mission parameter. Fifth freedom with everyone except Otomo.
You're kidding me.
We need to capture him alive. His profile is pretty clear. He won't lie to a war crimes tribunal in the face of the evidence. It would offend his sense of honor.
You need him to take responsibility so the rest of Japan is off the hook with North Korea.
Exactly. If Otomo dies, we're right back at square one. Bring him in breathing.
Fools! They're sending another assault team! Cut the power to the elevators!
Fisher, North Korea just contacted NORAD and the President. They report that they've lost control of a launch facility. They can't abort and they're not sure that they can destroy the missile on time.
How long?
They say 3 minutes until it's away.
I think I can reach the server in time.
Hurry up! Good thinking, Fisher.
Any line on what's going on in this place can only help.
Absolutely. Thank God, Fisher. That aborted the launch.
Yeah, but I think it woke up the neighbors.
Get through them, Fisher. Then bring in Otomo alive.
My pleasure.
What have you done, American?
Give it up, Admiral. It's over.
You think that I will surrender to you? You think that I will allow your people to strip me of my dignity? Throw me in chains? No, I think not. My people have endured your charming oppression for more than 60 years.
You say tomato.
Americans, always turning to their jokes when their hearts are full of fear. And you should be afraid. I may be defeated, but I am a man, and ideas are stronger than men. You may even prevent this war, American, but the dragon has awoken, and he will not be so easily sedated this time.
Now what?
I think someone is taking himself a bit too seriously.
We can't afford to let him die, Fisher. Get in there and stabilize him. Fast. Good work, Fisher. He's stable. But we still have to get him out of there. You're going to have to blast your way out.
We're over 100 feet underwater.
You're not pressurized, Fisher. It will be a shock, but you won't get the bends.
Next time, you're going on the mission and I'm making up the crazy plan.
Admiral Otomo, former head of the Japanese Information Self-Defense Force, made a surprise confession today on the witness stand at the Hague War Crimes trial. Otomo openly admitted conspiring to instigate war between the Koreas and the United States, claiming that In other news, China's ambassador to the United States, Long Dan, received the Nobel Peace Prize today for his efforts in defusing the Korean conflict. President Bowers today addressed the nation following the crisis that brought us to the brink of war.
Finally, I want to take a moment to thank those unsung heroes in the intelligence community, who may very well have saved our nation and the world from certain disasters.
Thank you, Mr. President.
The boss seems happy. How about that raise?
They're cutting us back. You'll have to settle for a vacation.
Yeah, right.